Okay, so totally off topic, but I just wanted to note that I never actually get my nails done, and I did the other day, prior to the weekend. I got them done on Thursday, and today is Tuesday, so I went to a party over the weekend, and they were fine, and today I'm literally putting on my shoes, and it fucking, like, I have a bandage on right now, like, it broke off, like, my whole nail, like my actual nail, like not only the fake one, but like my actual nail fucking broke off, and I'm so mad about that. This one's cracked too, like right here, like halfway across my nail, so I have to go back. But like, even when I was getting it done, it was like totally sketchy. Like the girl like charged me a lot, like I paid $55 for them, and they're literally like just like acrylic, like it's the cheapest one you can get, so it definitely should not have added up to that price, and that cheeses me a lot. But I mean, what am I gonna do? Gotta go back and pay like $10 for them to fix one fucking nail, because that's how much they charge. Anyways, to get back on topic, this story time is actually going to be a three-parter. 3 stories to tell, all relating to some sort of like ghostly second world sort of like nature encounter kind of thing. Like 2 of them are like really fucking creepy, and one's just like strange, like it's just like rubs me the wrong way kind of thing. So let's just dive right in. Anyways, the first time I ever had like one of these like out of world like encounter things, it was in my room. This was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and there was this man that, if you know like the movie Saw, like he kind of looked like that mixed with one of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episodes that I watched. But like he was this like super white pasty like older guy, and he always wore like this black top hat, like you know, like the tall ones, and he wore that with like a penguin suit. If you don't know what that is, it's like a suit jacket that's sort of at the back. It does this little like V thing on either side, like almost like a W. And he wore like that sort of thing, and this guy would come into my room every night, and at the time I had like this tall dresser across from my bed, and he would come in and go up to the little like tea set that I won from Chuck E. Cheese. Like I still have one of the cups, and he would fuck around with them like at night. He would move it and shit. And like for the first, like this happened like on a nightly basis, by the way, like I'm just gonna mention that. So like for the first few nights I was just like, okay, like whatever, like I'm fucking like having nightmares, like it's nothing. And then I started to notice that if before bed, if I put the little teacup in like a specific position, when I woke up the next morning it would change, like it wouldn't be how I left it. And like I feel like that just fucked with me a lot, because like I would be awake, like I like physically couldn't move, and like pull the blankets like higher, like you know when you hide under the blankets when you're scared. And like it's just weird, because like I could see him there, like I physically felt like he was there. Like he never really acknowledged me, like he didn't acknowledge that I was there, like he just came in to fuck around with my tea set. Like that's literally it, that's all it is, like that's all that happened. So like that just sort of like messed me up like a lot. And then like in regards to that, like one night, one night I remember, I usually have this dream every night, like every night, like night after night after night. And then one night I didn't have the dream, but I actually found out that one of my friend's dogs, like one of our childhood, like grew up with this dog, passed away. And that night I was lying in bed, and I heard like dog paws running through my hallway, because I have like a wood hallway in the upstairs of my house. So I heard like, you know when claws like are running on, it's like tick 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 whatever. So I heard that. What is he doing? Yeah. Anyways, that popping you heard was Ali shooting off rounds of his BB gun in the back room. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so like I said, like my top hallway, like the landing strip, I guess, is wood. So like when a dog or like cat or whatever moves on it, you hear the like of like paws. So I was hearing that noise, and for some reason like I just assumed like I wasn't all there, and I was like, okay, like it's a dog, like it's my dog, but like I don't actually have a dog, so it was really weird. Like when I think back on it, I'm like, what the fuck were you doing? Like what were you thinking? But like at the time I was like, okay, whatever, it's a dog. And then this dog, it was a big golden retriever, maybe like yay high, like standing, came She came into my room. Like I watched her come into my room, and she came and she like put her head like on my bed like this, like you know when a dog like comes up beside your bed, and I was petting her and like I could feel her or whatever. And the next morning, like when I woke up, like my mom, that's when my mom told me that, listen, like the dog passed away. And I was just like, no, like she was here last night, like what are you talking about? And I just feel like it was so weird that like the day that the dog passed away, like I had no idea, like she came into my room. Like that was just, it's just really weird for me personally. Like just like, I don't know, it's weird that like I have no idea that this happened, but then I'm seeing it and then I find out. Like it's just like fucked me up a little. Anyways, that's basically part one. Like part one is this guy, or like story one. That's basically story one. Story one is this guy coming into my room and fucking with my little teacup shit that I had from Chuck E. Cheese. I dealt with that basically like, let's say like a month or two later. Like I basically just like rearranged my room. Like I moved my bed to the other wall and I moved this, just like not for any reason other than like I needed a change. And I noticed that as soon as I did this guy stopped coming. Like I didn't notice like at the time, but like when I think back on it, it's like, yo, like as soon as I moved my shit around, like he didn't come anymore. Like he just like, it's like he didn't exist. So I don't know like why that was happening. It was just like really weird in general. And yeah, so part one, creepy guy and dog, like that has to do with my house. The second thing is not really like in real life, and like I know that it's not in real life. Like I was aware that it wasn't actually happening, that it was all a nightmare. But basically like I had this nightmare and I had it every single night, like night after night after night, like to the point like so fucking scary, like it's not even funny. Like I would have this dream that I'd come home and like late at night, and I'd be walking up my driveway, and when you get to the top of the driveway I have like this sort of like this path, but it like winds like this, like to go towards the house, like my front porch, and you have to walk along that path to get to the front porch. And right at the porch, just on either side there's two big green bushes on either side of this path. And I would have this dream that like as I'm walking the path, like my heart speeds up a little, and like you know when you're just like uneasy and you start walking faster, like that was what was happening. Like I was just like felt weird and like uneasy, and like my pace would speed up and stuff. And right as I get to the door, I like fumble with my house key and like I'm putting it in the locker or whatever, and right as I get it and go to turn it, this thing grabs me. And like I don't know how to explain it other than like it was like, it's just like a black blob, but like as much as it's a black blob, like it's actually like has physical features. Like I could tell you it's a girl. I know it's a woman, I know it's female. Like I can tell you that 100% with complete certainty. And other than that, like other than like I could say that it has arms, but like the way it moves, it just sort of like hovers. Like it doesn't actually like walk like we would. It hovers along and stuff. So like it's so weird. Like I don't know how to explain it, because like at the same time that it's like this blob, this non-thing, I can still put like physical characteristics towards it, which is like just really strange. And like literally this nightmare I would have every night, like to the point like I'll wake up crying. Like it's so scary. Like it's like I'm frozen like in this dream. Like my actual body's frozen, like when I'm lying there, and I'm aware that I'm lying there and it's a dream, but like me as a person, like I can see myself. Like it's like I'm up above me, like watching myself, I guess, walk up to my house. I remember the last night that I had the dream. I remember I told my mom about it in the morning actually, because I had the dream, and for some reason this time I got the key in the door and I turned and I got the door open like a little slit before like I was grabbed. But as it was grabbing me, like I screamed for my mom. But it was so weird because it happened like as in the dream I'm opening the door and screaming like mom, right? Fucking I wake up and like sit up, like you know when you just like you're lying there and you just like straight fucking up, like literally like that, and I scream mom. But like it's like 5 in the morning, so like I don't know what's 5, but like it was early in the morning. So like as soon as I fucking like scream, I'm like I cover around and I'm literally like bawling tears. And like that morning, like when everyone was up and out of bed, like I went and I told my mom like what happened or whatever, and she was like, oh, like I didn't hear you scream, blah blah blah. But I just remember like that was the last time that I had that nightmare. Like I haven't had it since then. So I don't know like why it happened that way or whatever, but I guess it was for a reason. Like it kind of ended it. And I guess, like, yeah. Anyways, the third one, which is the one that sort of just, like, gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I don't know if that's a word, but, like, it just, like, rubs me the wrong way. There's this, I was driving home from soccer, and the way, like, where I played, it was in Brampton, and, like, I would drive to Mississauga, so, like, it's, like, in, like, 2 cities, so I'm leaving one city to go to the other, coming home. And when I come home from the game, like, it was late, like, this night, it was really late, and it was just, like, the road that you have to drive along, like, without, like, main roads, because I don't usually take the highway, like, late at night, like, I'll take the main roads instead. So one of the roads that you drive on is one of those roads where it's, like, one direction each way, like, one lane going this way and one lane coming this way. And it was just, like, trees and forest on either side, like, one of those, like, long, winding, dark roads, like, no street lights. Like, you turn the high beams on to fucking see what's ahead of you kind of thing. Like, the ones with the signs where it's like, yo, like, a deer might fucking pop out, like, caution, rocks falling, like, that kind of fucking road. So I'm, like, driving along this road, and as I turn, like, the bend up ahead, I see a guy on a bike, like a biker, like a dude, like a guy wearing his bike shorts, you know, just carrying on with his life, biking home, I guess, or I don't know where the fuck he's going. And, like, I take note of it, like, mental note, biker up ahead, like, I saw him, biker up ahead, like, I saw him, I'm aware he's there. So, I keep going, and, like, I catch glimpses of him every time I come around the corner. My light will reflect off the back, like, that orange strip on the wheel, and I keep, like, I'm aware he's there. And then there's one turn, like, right before you get to, like, finally, like, the proper main streets with, like, streetlights and shit. So there's this one last turn around the bend that you take right before you get to the street, like, the cross, like this. I don't know what it's called, like, an intersection, right before you get to the intersection, with, like, the stoplights and stuff. So when you go around this turn, it's basically like you're going like this, and you come like this, like, it's just like a blind turn, right? So he goes, like, ahead, and, like, I lose him or whatever, and I'm coming on the turn, and when I get to the stoplight, like, he's nowhere. Like, he wasn't far enough ahead of me to, like, fucking, like, pedal off and take off that quickly, right? So, like, I'm, like, looking, so I'm trying to understand what happened. Like, I'm looking ahead, he's not there, he's not left, he's not right, and there's, like, lights now, so, like, I can actually see. But it was just really weird. And one of the things that I noticed, like, don't know, could have been a fucking biker, could have been related to this, like, I have no idea, but off to the side of the road, there was, like on the post, like, you know when someone has, like, a car accident or dies or whatever, like, due to a road-related incident, like, there'll be, like, a shrine kind of thing with, like, flowers and whatnot. On the side of the road there, like, at the light post, there was a bike tire, like, with the spool and everything, and a bunch of flowers, and all the flowers were fresh. And I just feel like that really creeps me out, like, to this day, because it's, like, so weird that I saw him for so long, and then all of a sudden, like, when I get to where this little, like, shrine is, I can't see him anymore. So, like, I don't know if that's, like I said, like, could be coincidence, like, could be, like, talking out of my ass, but at the same time, like, you never fucking know, right? Like, might just be another one of the ghost stories to add, you know? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, anyways, that's, like, the end of, like, my 3-part ghost story. I'm not even sure I told you 3, pretty sure I, like, slipped a 4th one in there. I'm like, yo, like, fucking listen to this story too. Yeah, so that's the end of it. Like, I already know, like, man's gonna be like, you're fucking stupid, like, you dreamed about this guy, no one came in your room. You know what, like, that's your opinion. I have mine, you have yours, she is hers, he is his. Like, I don't fucking care what you have to say. I'm just spreading my fucking third world encounters with the internet. And whether you want to watch, don't want to watch, care, don't believe me, whatever, that's you. I hope I hope that you, like, enjoyed watching, and if you have, like, ghost stories of your own, please drop them in the comments below, and I'd actually like to read them. Like, I'm very, like, interested in, like, hearing sort of, like, other people's takes on, like, what have happened, like, because I know it's not just me. Like, I've talked to other people, I know other people have experienced, like, creepy shit. And there's actually one more story. Like, I know I'm, like, already ending it, but, like, I'm gonna go off topic really quick because I just said, like, other people and it reminded me of something. Basically, really quick, like, when we moved into our new house, me and, like, I have a younger sister, she's 2 years younger than me. When we moved into the new house, we had like sort of like a cellar, like a crawl space under the stairs with like, it's like a rectangular sort of thing, and then off the side like attached to this little square, but like you can't really go to the square, like you duck under to get into the rectangular thing, and then like the little square area, like we sort of like throw shit in there or whatever, right? And I remember one night, like a long time ago, like when we first moved in, I had this dream that there was like a table, like a circular table in that little square nook with like 4 chairs around it and fucking like skeletons sitting there with like their hands on the table, like holding like empty beer bottles and like a deck of cards in the middle, right? And like that was like a dream, like I know it's a dream, like physically, like I mentally know it's a dream, like I'm not stupid, like whatever. So basically my card was full, so I went and dumped that and we're good to go again now. Where I was saying how I was talking to my mom and my sister and I was telling them this story, and I was just like, yo, this happened before or whatever, right? And my sister's like, oh my god, I had the same fucking dream. And before I finish my story, she like finishes it for me. She's like, yeah, and the skeleton was there like this and this, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck, right? Like creepy as shit. Anyways, like now I've told you guys like 5 stories and you're like, this bitch, like she said 3, whatever. So like I said before, drop comments. I want to read about your ghost stories. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you hated, thumbs down. I would prefer thumbs up. Subscribe, you know, the usual. Have a great day.